myself to start to volunteer to go for this challenge. This was the first challenge we've done actually, and basically everybody had to go in the pool of, let's call it muck or mud or whatever, and grab a bottle that had rocks in it with a paper at the sound of a buzzer. So I knew that, okay, cool. Well, everybody's going to try and rush in or whatever, but I wanted to use it based, I wanted to feel, not feel comfortable, I wanted to feel like, you know when you're kind of like connecting with, I wanted to connect to where the bottle was. That's the best way to put it, because I knew that it was a game of luck. Whether I go in there, pick up the bottle in 5 seconds, whether I go in there, pick up the bottle in 30 seconds, like, nobody knows what bottle is the right one. So I just wanted to feel what it was. So I went in there and I kind of used a technique where I was just on the ground, I was just kind of like drifting and trying to feel my hands. I actually picked up a bottle early on, but it didn't feel like the right one. So I dropped it and I went on to feel again. Then I literally ended up with basically no bottle because somebody else took 2 bottles, right? So ended up being, they took 2 bottles and I had to pick one of the bottles out of the hand. I decided to go for so one bottle was actually filled with stones that were white. This was going in my head. And one bottle was filled with stones that were black. But for some reason, the white bottle just stuck out to me. So I decided, that, all right, let me go for that bottle. Because they too went really fast. They had no idea like me. So I said, let me go for that bottle. They gave it to me. And I was like, cool. Unfortunately for me, the upper bottle that had the stones with the darker stones was the actual bottle that had immunity. So
we were actually very close.
Yeah, it was very close, but obviously it was a game of luck. You know what I mean? Like all them little small margins is what kind of determine, I guess who stays in the house and doesn't stay in the house. So I'm actually happy for them because I actually feel like, they're quite quiet and reserved, and I think it kind of brought them out of the show. They probably needed it more than I did. I've kind of bonded with a lot of people so far, and they're quite quiet. So I think the immunity for themselves, I feel more free, because they probably would have been a little bit more tense maybe if they thought, oh, I'm off for eviction, I have to start building relationships. So I think it probably took off the pressure from them to actually have to be any other way other than themselves. So this week, they're actually being more vocal. They look a lot more happy and all that type of stuff. I'm happy that they got that. It's a game at the end of the day, but I've actually been talking to a lot of people, so I'm cool. I think I'm cool with more people, and they are going to be talking a lot more. But yeah.
While the game was going on, I was actually very scared because I really wanted us to like win the immunity challenge. But I'm glad they actually won because she was holding 2 bottles and she would have actually given Sean the right bottle, which had like the custodian challenge. But it's totally fine because at the end of the day, it's a game of luck. So they won and they truly deserve it because if only they had just given Sean the right bottle, then he would have won. But it's all good. Better luck next time, like you always say.
And what do you think is in the box?
Well, the custodian box.
Precisely.
To be fair, I didn't even actually see the box. I saw that there was 3 things in the box.
I think it was green, pink, and something. Gigi, we can never really tell with you because there are like so many plot twists every now and then.
I mean, what I think is it's probably going to be, I know it's going to be some huge responsibility. Like, probably you'll be really positive or negative. I think maybe that those 3 things is maybe immunity for people. So maybe the custodians can choose 3 people that, they don't want to be part of the eviction process. Or it could be 3 people that
they part of it announcement.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I think you can see what you think. It could be they have. I forgot what I was going to say, but it's gone.
I feel like it would probably be they would have like the chance to choose an housemate that they can evict. But if that happens, the tension in the house will just be like too much. But regardless, if that happens, then it happens. But if they have the chance to save some housemates, because I saw like a few papers inside the box, if that happens, then I'm sure they would want to go for house. Hope you bonded with them.
Look at this
They would
one.
want to go for housemates that they've already bonded with. But I'm actually very curious because with Biggie, you can never tell.
It could also be
So,
like,
see.
maybe you said it was green, pink, and 3 different colors. Yeah, it could also be maybe like she's picking one of them, or let's say for example, there's 3 people that potentially could come into the house, 3 other new doors. So maybe she's seen them and she's picking which door that's going to come into the house and maybe stir things up. Who knows? But that's basically what I think so far.
Shator,
Yes, but brother.
Yes, Biggie.
how are you enjoying life as partners?
You go first.
So we've spent so many time together, like we've spent so much time together, and coming in here, I feel like we need to connect with other housemates and bond. Then there is no other person I'd rather be here with rather than Sean. So it's been great, and he's someone that when I need to talk to someone, I can always just like go to, just like the immunity challenge, rather HOH. Which one did I call? HOH, yeah. Just like the HOH challenge, after that happened, I actually know I did
Immunity challenge.
Yes, immunity challenge. Sorry, Biggie, I can be very forgetful sometimes. So after that happened, I needed to like actually talk to him about it so I could feel better and uplift my spirits again. So yeah, Sean is just like someone that I can always
You don't have to.
talk to.
You can be extra honest. This one is giving me praises.
Shut up, I'm being honest. Take the praises, I'll be happy. So I honestly don't have a problem with our partnership at all. It's been great.
For me, I don't have a problem in the partnership, but I struggled a lot because I have like my weaknesses is probably dealing with people's emotions when it comes to like, let's say, people who are more sensitive emotions, which usually tend to, in my normal life outside of here, usually tend to be the women. Sometimes the men, usually tend to be the women. The women, they're a little bit more emotionally led, and they require a little bit more like attention. I know that's not one of my strengths in life, and things that I constantly try and work on. So I think for me, like I struggle with like getting to grips with having to, because I'm quite like individual minded. I mean, I know that all I can control is myself, you know, and I'm always like quite blunt. Can also be like not the most empathetic or sympathetic person. Even though my heart is in the right place, but maybe it might not translate like that. Sometimes when maybe I say certain things and come across in a certain way that it's not intended, it's frustrating to me because there's always women who feel like it comes across as like how you say things. It comes across in a way where they maybe don't like how it's said or whatever the case is. And like I said, it's been frustrating. Those things I've dealt with all my life. So during working together and arguing, I know, like you said, we spent some time together before here, and we've had our differences, which has been, to me, emotionally draining for me. Then, like, us having our differences in the house, maybe when she fell during the immunity challenge, like, that was also very emotionally draining for me as well. Do you know what I mean? Because, one, I'm thinking, like, damn, like, I really want to win this challenge. And maybe in my heart of hearts, I was maybe already doubting, like, we're already handicapped now because there's 2 men who are or a couple guys who are very athletic and whatever, can speed through this. I know how fast I can go. I know how fast you can go. We're probably not going to be able to compete. So maybe I was feeling a little bit like, I don't know what the word is. Maybe like down or discouraged or whatever the case is. We had doubts, all that type of stuff. So maybe that played a part into how I interacted with her, but it wasn't easy. After that day, like I needed time to myself, to be honest. Like I just needed having the guys in here really helped, because like I really thrive off being able to talk my normal self and not sugarcoat how I speak and control my tone with the guys. Like when I'm with the guys, I literally just speak so freely. I don't have to think too much about how does this come across, how they're going to deep it. So I needed that time to go and recharge. You know, they also gave me some advice in terms of how I'm speaking. I think maybe because we've had our own differences in the past, like for me, it's things that maybe I don't really want to deal with, or I don't really want to argue or go back and forth or whatever the case is. And other people who haven't had those experiences with her might give me a different perspective, because they don't have those let's just call it maybe growing pains, you know, that you have to kind of get over. So for me, it was a couple of days for me, but I feel a lot better now. I feel like, yeah, like sometimes you need a little bit of space, and you just maybe like build on certain things rather than be engulfed in, because I've really done the whole being together for a long period of time, or what else is a long period of time anyways.
Yeah.
But like I feel like I'm slowly understanding the dynamic that works for me, where it feels productive rather than I'm suffocating myself in. And it's because a lot of people have to get to know as well. So we haven't we're not necessarily like spending all day with each other talking.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like we're spending the necessary amount of times when it feels right to speak about whatever we want to speak about, you know, rather than just like, oh, let's make it a thing where we have to talk every single day. For me, that wouldn't work for me when I feel like I have to go and talk to you every single day, because I'm naturally gravitating to people who like have the same like level, like we think the same. Me and Victoria don't think the same. We don't act the same. Do you know what I mean? But I'm slowly on, you know, the similarity that we have, and I'm trying to work on the differences. I'm sure she's probably doing the same. So there are people here who are naturally like on the same type of vibe as me, so I will naturally gravitate more towards them, you know. But I also understand that she provided things that they can't provide, you know. I mean, like, she's my partner. We have to work together. Like, she knows me in a little bit different way because we spent some time together. So yeah, like I've struggled the last couple of days, but I also understand that's a learning process, and I definitely have to work on things that I know my strong suits, you know, so it's teaching me a lot. And I think when I have like a long day and I wake up the next day, I feel a little bit better after I've slept it off and relaxed and, you know, just recharged.
And we actually had to like have a conversation earlier, because sometimes we could actually misunderstand each other, and it could lead to like miscommunication. Like before the game, we said some things that I took the wrong way, and on Sunday, Sean also said. Rather, on Sunday, I said some things that Sean took the wrong way, and yes, day before yesterday after the game, he said some things that I took the wrong way. So we had to like talk about it, and at the end of the day, we are friends. We're going to have our differences. We could argue. For me, I feel like if my partner has like self-doubt and they make me feel like they are projecting their doubts towards me, that could literally like affect my chances. But we spoke extensively about it. One thing I'm scared about is in being able to like handle my emotional side. But so far, we've been able to like just hash out our differences while I still try to connect with other housemates.
Yeah, that's one thing that I'm definitely like not good with, like, and I'm not putting that on her, like, even because I have my own emotional states as well, but I'm finding ways to deal with it. So if I'm like, so I'm really close with Wani, for example, and at times where I feel down, like I feel more, I don't know, I feel like I feel more comfortable going to Wani to just what's the word? Like, I don't know, release my energy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't, for some reason, me and her don't just click. But I also understand that's not a slight in her. It's just different personalities. Because me and Manny just clicked from day one. Do you know what I mean? Like, the energies just merged. And that's the thing where you can't really you can't really plan for, you know. So I know that's how I'm dealing with my emotional states when I'm down. I don't know how she wants to do her. Her dealing with her emotional state might be coming to me. It might be going to somebody else, you know. So I'm not.
For now, it's going to be coming to you.
Say that again?
For now, it's going to be coming to you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, there's different ways that you might want to.
Yeah.
For now, you might feel like, yeah, you feel more comfortable doing that with me now. At some point, that may change where it's half-half, or someone else is sharing that with me, or someone else might take over. I'm just saying, for me, that's where I'm at with it now. So I don't necessarily need to bring, like, when I deal with my emotional states, it's kind of like other people, or let's say she's running, for example. When I'm recharged, I'm now good with her. There's no, because I think it's good for me. It's going to be too stressful to do my emotional states with her, as well as like trying to work through how I even maneuver our differences. You know, like I can't have differences and now like deal with it with you. It wouldn't work for me personally. Do you know, I have to kind of like go and even sometimes Suja and Tofa, they help as well. Like I can go and like debrief and be like, oh, this is how I feel, blah blah blah, and then recharge, and I'm actually in a better space with you.
Even before coming in here, we already had like conversations that we are definitely going to like connect with other housemates and build emotional connections. So I already knew from day one, because I know the kind of people that Sean leans towards in terms of like emotional aspects. So I'm actually cool with all of that. Oh yeah.